Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be brought out by their quarterback from the University of Miami. It's Stephen Morris.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They'll look to throw here. To the right and complete to Galladay. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, we're unbiased. Supposed to be here, but it makes me smile when I see the Browns 1-15 a season ago. What a story. Would be a playoff-bound team in 2017. Who would have thought?
Yeah, smile all you want. I'm actually jumping up and down because to me this is one of the great stories of the NFL. They decided to go in a different direction in how they were doing scouting, coaching, all the things that went along with how they evaluated players, and how about the payoff for them in the playoffs for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, first time since 2002. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the division title out of reach, we know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
So it's just a matter of adjusting now, isn't it? And what I mean by that is mentally. Every team starts the season thinking, let's go for the number 1 seed, right? Being the top team. Number 2 is pretty great, too, because you get the opening bye, and you're at home after that. But it doesn't matter at this point. Just getting in, and you just sit down and talk to your team. Would you rather go on the road and deal with someone, or would you rather stay at home for the playoffs? Let's go on the road and go take someone out.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. First carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Wendell Smallwood, 83 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The left side completion to Jones. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. And the 6th pick in 2011, Julio Jones, always good for some yards after the catch.
It's one of the best parts of his game, and you date that back to his time at the University of Alabama. If he caught a short pass, the play wasn't over. The play might have just been starting. He either won games or created big plays for his team doing that throughout his career.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 72 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
They go down Elliott again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's complete. This is Brent Selleck. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
It's over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-3 the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Forbath out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you can see they're in second place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. They have the best record among the wild card contenders, but you never really feel comfortable when you're down around that 5 or 6 slot, do you?
No, you don't. You figure you've got to close the deal. You've got to make sure you clinch that spot to make sure you keep your place in the tournament, in the playoffs. But the other part, too, is the coaching staff. All year they've talked about getting a high seed, clinching home field. Now that talk changes to, hey, we're in. That's all that matters. Let's go on the road and take care of business.
Again, it's Elliott. He spins free. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3rd down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now a play fake here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 24-yard line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Whoosh. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
They're going to look to throw. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Wendell Smallwood, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's got it up and through. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And an alley to run. think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. And so it was a little bit of a shorter kick. He caught it at the 10, and then he was able to take off, go the rest of the way 90 yards to the other end zone for the kick return touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now whistles at a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you in Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Steelers trail at home at halftime. The Browns have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Browns with the ball midway through one. He's got open field to work with here, and he'll go in from 83 yards out. Now 2nd and 8 as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Ertz is wide open, able to make the grab, and this goes 36 yards for the score. 3rd down, inches to go. The lead now at 11. They run it here with Wendell Smallwood, and he ends up rushing in for his 2nd touchdown. Forbath's got to kick it away. Williams is going to get a running start here, and this long run goes for a touchdown. Now trailing by 11. Browns with the football, waiting seconds of the half. Ertz is wide open here on the catch, and he'll end up at the 40-yard line before being tackled. Browns will go on to kick a field goal. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. Let's get back up to Pittsburgh as we hand it back over to Brandon Guy.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. They'll set up to throw. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Back to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll drop the throw. They find some open field here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll look to throw. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Domata-Peko in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go. 38.
They'll set up a throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I know every down's important, but you know as well as I do, partner. Third down is key for both offenses and defenses, and Cleveland's got to get better on third down on D.
And what they did right there, you're right, they need more of. They were tied for 30th in the NFL in sacks last year, but a big one there brings up a punting situation. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Wendell Smallwood, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And an alley to run. And there he goes again. Past the 20 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. An even 90 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Again, Elder Partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Now the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And so it was a little bit of a shorter kick. He caught it at the 10, and then he was able to take off, go the rest of the way 90 yards to the other end zone for the kick return touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there. And, boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Green, 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right? There's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To the right and complete to Galladay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now.
Come on, let's go.
Now Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jared Davis, the rookie from Florida. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.